One of the big like characters of like evolution, especially like at least like in America, is like we have this purely random process, which seems to go completely against the idea of having like a sovereign God of the Bible who is bringing all things together and is like sovereign over the world. So we really have these two ideas, and they're actually just like mutually exclusive, because evolution is just this random thing, and like you can't say as a Christian that we came about as some sort of like random process. So I'm curious, like with that kind of like picture of like what some people think of evolution, like how would you respond to that, Zach?
Yeah, so I would say so long as you think that God is actually sovereign, it's actually hard to see the problem. So there's a verse, I think it's Proverbs 16:33, off the top of my head, that might be wrong, but I think it's there's a verse in Proverbs that says, basically, to paraphrase it, that basically you can throw the dice, but God knows where it's going to land. That's a very loose paraphrase of what the verse is saying. And so this is like the dice is like the epitome of what we would think of as random. But God still knows what the outcome is going to be. So I don't think any natural process which might look random statistically to us is unknown to God. So he can use natural processes. So another area where he uses natural processes is in producing the weather. And we can model this with chaos theory, which is another example of what people would say is like the epitome of randomness. So that there's randomness involved in these models, but God can still use these processes. And because he is sovereign, he knows the outcome beforehand, I would say. And I don't think there's a problem with him using natural processes that are random in the scientific sense. That's different to the question of whether God knows the outcome or if he's involved in producing the outcome.